So Jacob Fatu is one of the biggest stars right now in the company. He won the U.S. title. I feel like he could have done a bit more with the belt, had more matches, had a longer reign, but it really is not his fault. So I do feel at some point he will win the world title. His promos are really good. They like old school style right now. He's still with Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam. They're gonna have a match. I do feel like he will lose, to be honest, but at some point he could get help from Lance. I don't know why he maybe debuts. Obviously, they were teaming, so it can make sense if he does debut to help Jacob Fatu. Maybe after the match they attack Jacob or something like that. Jacob in ring, he's really good as well. He could do great stuff. He could tell good stories. So him with the world title just feels right, to be honest, at some point. But for now, finish the story with Solo Sikoa, and if he does, I feel like he would target Gunther's belt, so the world heavyweight title. So this would mean he would have to go to Raw. That would be pretty cool, because that way he gets away from the bloodline stuff, and it's just he could focus on his own stuff. And honestly, him versus Gunther could be a really good match, hard-hitting match. These two could go to war. It could be a really good match. Jacob Fatu really, obviously, in the ring, he's really athletic. He could go hard. So like him versus Gunther could be a great match. That would be something really cool to see for the world belt. I would have Jacob Fatu winning, going over in that match also. But just Jacob Fatu could do so much with the world title. I feel like there's so many opportunities if he goes to Raw as well. Like that way he leaves Solo and he could just do his own thing. He could also feud with Braun Breaker as well. That could be another great match. But Braun Breaker, right now he's doing stuff, but at some point these two could have a banger of a match. Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker for the world belt seems really good. Obviously, he's with Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank, so if it's before he cashes in, that could do some tension between them. But Seth is also another match that could be really good for Fatu, especially with the world title on the line. Like Seth makes anyone look good in the ring. He can make any match really good, because he's Seth, and Jacob Fatu is also really good. So I just feel like that match could be insanely good. And Jacob, I feel like he could do a lot if they give him the right stuff. They give him the tools. They just let him be himself. Also, he could run it with Roman Reigns. Maybe not for the belt. Maybe they could be a team. Maybe they could do something like that. That would be pretty cool as well. But Jacob Fatu has a really bright future in the WWE. A lot of stuff he could do in here as well. But from this, I feel like if he would go for a world title, it would be the world heavyweight title, not the undisputed one. I don't feel like he'll be John or Cody or whoever. He could, but I feel like the more likely one is the world heavyweight title. That'd be really cool. Jacob Fatu, I don't see him beating Solo at SummerSlam either. I feel like something's gonna happen where he does not pick up the win, which is very unfortunate, but and maybe he could turn heel again and be like the Solo boss, or like this big monster heel who just beats everyone, kind of like Roman Reigns, but with Jacob Fatu's own little twist on it. That's more worth for another banger match you could have. Sheamus versus Jacob Fatu. If there's someone who can match the intensity and make a banger with Jacob Fatu in terms of like hard-hitting match, it's gotta be Sheamus. Sheamus really has good matches, and it could be cool as well, even though Sheamus might go for the Intercontinental title instead. I feel like that's the title Sheamus should get. So this match might not happen if Jacob wins the world heavyweight title, but this is fantasy stuff, so Also, Rusev recently returning. Rusev versus Jacob Fatu has money all over it. Rusev versus Sheamus, they had a couple great matches as well. Rusev versus Jacob Fatu is just money. It's a great match. They could tear it down. I feel like this is probably the one that not many people would be excited about as the others, but it could still do great. These two just going at it could be really cool. Jacob Fatu, should he win a world title? I say yes. What do you guys think? Do you think he should? I mean, how should he win it? I mean, if maybe he could win it at the Royal Rumble, he could win the Rumble and then go all the way on until it's WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. That could be a way, but I don't think that's good. I feel like he should go for the belt and win it. I feel like winning the Rumble and doing all that, it could go to someone else. Could be good for Jacob Fatu to win the Rumble and then win the title like WrestleMania. That could be a good way, but we'll just have to wait and see.